Have you ever thought that just one egg, something seemingly harmless and nutritious, could become a silent threat to the health of your loved ones? Millions of people, especially older adults, believe they are eating healthily. They choose eggs over red meat, avoid fried foods, and are cautious with every meal. Yet, in that very familiar kitchen, small mistakes are quietly slipping into every breakfast, every salad, every dinner, without anyone noticing. The truth is, eggs can easily become an ideal environment for bacteria if not cooked and stored properly. Especially for seniors with weaker immune systems and lower resistance, even a small mishap can lead to serious consequences. But there's no need to panic. In today's video, you'll learn about the 5 most common mistakes people make when handling eggs. And more importantly, you'll discover simple, easy-to-remember ways to avoid them and protect yourself and your loved ones. If you're caring for your parents, grandparents, or even entering your own golden years, this information will be especially useful. And if you find this content valuable, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and family. Do you have any kitchen habits that you believe are safe? Share your story below, because what you share might help someone else live a healthier life. Now, let's begin this journey of uncovering the truths about eggs, the familiar superfood that also holds hidden risks when misunderstood. We all know that eggs are a fantastic source of nutrition, rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals. But how you cook them can completely strip away those benefits. And one of the most common mistakes is overcooking eggs. Have you ever wondered why your boiled eggs have a green-gray ring around the yolk? Or why, despite eating eggs every day, do you still feel tired and low on energy? The problem may not lie in the egg itself, but in the temperature you're cooking it at. Many people tend to cook eggs thoroughly to make sure all bacteria are killed. But few realize that when eggs are cooked at too high a temperature or for too long, such as boiling for over 10 minutes or frying on high heat until crispy, valuable nutrients like vitamin B12, folate, and antioxidants begin to degrade. Moreover, when the yolk gets oxidized, it can form inflammatory compounds, silently fueling chronic inflammation in the body, increasing the risk of heart disease and other serious health issues. This is particularly dangerous for older adults, whose cardiovascular and immune systems are more vulnerable to inflammation from dietary sources. The good news is, you don't have to sacrifice nutrition for safety. Eggs can still be fully cooked while retaining their nutrients if you adjust the temperature and timing properly. The solution is simple. Lower the heat and be mindful of cooking time. When boiling eggs, bring the water to a boil first. Then gently add the eggs, reduce the heat, and simmer for 6 to 7 minutes. This method results in perfectly cooked eggs with a bright yolk, no gray ring, and most importantly, preserved nutrients. When frying or scrambling, use medium heat, warm the pan gently, and consider covering it to cook the egg through without burning it. For those who prefer soft-boiled or runny yolks, opt for pasteurized eggs to ensure safety while keeping the texture you love. Just a small change in your cooking habits can help you retain the best in an egg, from complete protein to vitamin B12, while minimizing the hidden harm few people notice. It's a practical and simple way to care for yourself and your loved ones, especially as the years go by. And if you think eating raw eggs is the best way to maximize nutrition, be careful. What you'll learn next might change your mind entirely. In culinary culture, many people believe that eating raw eggs in smoothies, homemade mayonnaise, or soft-boiled dishes preserves their full nutritional value and enhances health. But the truth behind this seemingly wellness habit is far more complicated, especially for older adults. Have you ever made a protein shake with raw eggs and wondered, is this really safe? Or eaten a soft-boiled egg without considering the potential risks? The answer might make you think twice. Raw or undercooked eggs carry the risk of salmonella contamination, a type of bacteria that can cause serious food poisoning. For healthy individuals, symptoms might be just stomach cramps, diarrhea, or a mild fever. But for older adults whose immune systems have weakened with age, the consequences can be much more severe, from dehydration and hospitalization to life-threatening complications. And beyond bacterial risks, raw eggs contain a protein called avidin, which can interfere with the absorption of biotin, vitamin B7, affecting skin, hair, and nervous system health if consumed over time. However, you don't need to remove soft-boiled eggs from your diet entirely. The problem isn't the dish, it's how you select and handle the ingredients. With a few adjustments, you can still enjoy your favorite egg-based meals safely. The solution here is clear and easy to follow. Cook your eggs thoroughly if you're using regular eggs from the grocery store. Hard-boiled, well-fried, or well-scrambled eggs not only eliminate salmonella, but also deactivate avidin, allowing your body to absorb biotin more effectively. If you prefer runny yolks or dishes with uncooked eggs, choose pasteurized eggs, which are lightly heat-treated to kill bacteria without cooking the yolk. These are widely available at major supermarkets, especially in the organic or safe food sections. Switching to fully cooked or pasteurized eggs is a simple yet crucial step in protecting your health, particularly as you age. It helps you avoid dangerous bacterial infections while ensuring your body fully absorbs the nutrients from this seemingly familiar food. We don't have to give up what we love. We just need to change how we prepare it. And in this case, that means choosing the right kind of egg and cooking it to the proper doneness. But once your eggs are cooked, do you know how to store them properly? Because even one small mistake could turn those fully cooked eggs into a hidden health risk. Many people have the habit of cooking eggs in advance for the entire week, boiling a batch and leaving them on the kitchen counter, or storing them in plastic containers in the fridge without keeping track of how long they've been there. But no matter how thoroughly an egg is cooked, if it's not stored properly, it can still become a breeding ground for harmful bacteria. Have you ever left a container of boiled eggs on the counter all morning because you were too busy, or eaten leftover fried eggs from the night before without reheating them? These seemingly small actions can carry significant risks. Cooked eggs left at room temperature for more than 2 hours provide the perfect environment for bacteria, especially salmonella, to grow. Even after cooking, if eggs are not cooled and stored correctly, bacteria can multiply again and cause foodborne illness. Additionally, storing cooked eggs alongside raw food or in uncovered containers greatly increases the risk of cross-contamination, one of the most common causes of food-related illness, especially among the elderly and those with weakened immune systems. The good news is, you don't need to change your diet or give up meal prepping. Just a few simple adjustments in how you store eggs can keep them safe for days. First, make sure to cool eggs quickly after cooking. You can place them in cold water or let them rest in a well-ventilated area, but avoid leaving them at room temperature for more than 2 hours. Then, store them in airtight containers in the refrigerator. Boiled eggs with the shell on can last about 1 week, while fried or scrambled eggs should be consumed within 3 to 4 days. When reheating, warm them gently on the stove or in the microwave. Avoid boiling again or leaving them out in the open for too long. Also, always store cooked eggs separately from raw foods, especially meat and fish. This not only prevents cross-contamination, but also preserves the egg's original flavor. Use food-safe glass or BPA-free plastic containers with tight-fitting lids to maintain cleanliness and extend freshness. A simple egg may hold valuable nutrition, but it can also be the starting point for serious health issues if left unattended for just a few hours after cooking. And that's only part of the story, because there's one mistake even more dangerous: using spoiled or expired eggs without even realizing it. Eggs are among the most deceptive foods in appearance. An egg may look perfectly fine, with no cracks, no discoloration, yet it could already be spoiled without you even realizing it. Using expired or spoiled eggs is one of the most common mistakes, yet it's often overlooked in many households. Have you ever opened your fridge, seen a carton of eggs from last week, and thought, it's probably still okay, or used a cracked egg simply because you didn't want to waste it? In reality, these actions carry significant risk, especially when eggs have been exposed to air or external bacteria that are invisible to the naked eye. Spoiled or expired eggs can harbor dangerous bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, or other harmful pathogens. If stored under unstable temperatures, such as near the fridge door, where it's frequently opened, the risk of contamination is even higher. This becomes particularly dangerous for older adults, people with underlying conditions, or those with weakened immune systems who have limited ability to fight off foodborne illnesses. Fortunately, detecting spoiled eggs isn't difficult. You just need to apply a few simple tips and adjust your storage habits accordingly. First, test an egg's freshness using the water test. Place the egg in a glass of cold water. If it sinks and lies flat, it's fresh. If it sinks but stands upright, it's still usable but older. And if it floats, that's a clear sign it should be discarded immediately. This method is widely recommended by food safety experts. Next, immediately discard any egg that shows signs of cracking, odd odors, or a slimy texture on the shell. Even one of these signs is enough to indicate the egg is no longer safe. Store eggs in the coldest part of the fridge, typically in the middle or back, and avoid placing them near the door, where temperature fluctuates the most. Do not wash eggs before storing them, as this can remove the natural protective coating on the shell, making it easier for bacteria to enter. And most importantly, always pay attention to the best buy or sell-by dates printed on the carton. While some people believe eggs are still usable for a few days after the printed date, it's best to use them before or by the listed date, especially for seniors or individuals with vulnerable health. With just a bit of extra care, you can avoid unnecessary health consequences caused by a seemingly harmless egg. The quality of your eggs doesn't just affect your meals, it has a direct impact on the health of every family member, especially those you most want to protect. And once you've selected the freshest, safest eggs, don't let all that effort go to waste by overlooking one often ignored detail: the type of oil you're using to fry your eggs every day. You can choose the best quality eggs, cook them at the right temperature, and store them properly. But if you fry them using the wrong kind of oil, all that effort could be in vain. Many people still use refined vegetable oils like soybean oil, corn oil, or canola oil to fry their eggs every morning, unaware that these very oils may silently trigger inflammatory responses in the body. Have you ever noticed the leftover oil in the pan turning dark brown, giving off a harsh smell, and smoking after frying eggs? That's not just a sign of burnt food. It's a clear warning that the oil has oxidized at high temperatures, producing harmful compounds like aldehydes and trans fats, which are linked to chronic inflammation, cardiovascular disease, and even cancer. The issue lies in the type of oil and the cooking temperature. Refined vegetable oils, though cheap and widely available, have low smoke points and break down easily when exposed to high heat, something that often happens when frying or sautéing eggs. This is especially concerning for older adults, as prolonged inflammation can lead to chronic fatigue and worsen pre-existing conditions such as arthritis, high blood pressure, or type 2 diabetes. But the good news is, you don't have to give up your favorite fried eggs. Simply switching the type of oil you use can make a significant difference to your family's health. The solution is to use healthy oils with high smoke points and better heat stability. Some ideal options include avocado oil. With a very high smoke point, around 500 degrees Fahrenheit, it's perfect for frying and roasting while preserving nutrients and flavor. Extra virgin olive oil. Great for light sautéing, it retains beneficial antioxidants and provides a rich, wholesome taste. Coconut oil. Naturally anti-inflammatory with a distinct flavor, ideal for medium-heat egg dishes. Butter, or clarified butter, ghee, not only adds a rich, creamy taste, but it also contains healthy fatty acids that support digestion and gut health. In addition to choosing the right oil, always remember to cook on medium heat. Avoid letting the oil smoke, and never reuse old oil multiple times. This helps preserve the flavor of your meals and shields your body from harmful oxidative compounds. Food is not just a source of nutrition, it's a source of life. By simply changing something as small as the oil you use to fry eggs each day, you can proactively prevent a host of health risks, especially as you grow older. And that brings us to the end of the 5 most common mistakes in cooking and storing eggs. Small details that can make a big difference in health, especially for older adults. Thank you for taking the time to listen and stay with me through today's journey. Your care for health, not just your own, but also that of your loved ones, is something truly valuable and worthy of appreciation. We've just explored 5 common mistakes in cooking and storing eggs. Small actions that may seem insignificant, but can have a profound impact on our health. From overcooking eggs, eating them raw, improper storage, using expired eggs, to choosing the wrong type of cooking oil. These are habits that many of us fall into, especially in the rush of modern life. But with just a few simple changes, you can protect your body, preserve essential nutrients, and live a healthier life each day. So now that you've reached the end, what resonated with you the most? Are there any mistakes you've been unknowingly repeating? Or do you have your own safe and effective egg handling tips to share? I'd love to hear from you in the comments because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to make a change. I hope you'll continue this journey with me in future episodes, where together we'll discover more ways to live healthier, more meaningful lives at any age. Because as you know, it's never too late to start living better, even with something as simple as the way you cook an egg each morning. If you found today's content helpful, don't forget to hit like and share it with your loved ones, especially parents, grandparents, or anyone caring for seniors. These small but practical insights could be a gift of health that you offer them. Thank you.